Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shabir Mahdi. I am from the UK in Birmingham and I am a student. Currently I'm on a gap year right just before university, and I decided to go travel to Iran and come to Iraq and see HOTBIRD as well. And yeah, currently I'm on a gap year, and after I would like to go to university to study international relations and economics, starting in September, inshallah. The area I live in have a high population of Muslims, but not particularly Shia Muslims. The majority are non-Shia Muslims, but alhamdulillah, we do have a lot of Shia centers in Birmingham too. We have one Khoja Shia center called Clifton Road Mosque, and every Thursday night they'd have a program with Yasin, Dua Kumel, and Majlis in English, and they would have Matam on Wafat and ending with Zyarah, and these practices are similar to the one in the Pakistani Husseiniya, but they tend to have Urdu majlises. However, they are catering for English majalises right now. And there are several other centers, like we have the Afghani Shia community. We have two Iraqi centers, two Iraqi Shia centers. And we also have an Iranian center, and this is all in Birmingham. So one thing we aren't short of is Shia centers and communities in Birmingham. Around the UK, including in Birmingham, you'd have a lot of rituals that take place on Ashura. Every single centre, majority of the centres, begin the day on the day of Ashura with amals and Zyarah of Ashura and amals in general, and they continue into majalis of Urdu if it's a Pakistani centre. If it's an Iraqi centre, the majalis will be held in Arabic, and English majalises in several centres. And after the majalises, they'd be, in some centres, they'd be seen as Zani Matam. Then in other centres, they'd be Zanjir Matam or HOTBIRD if they have the permit for it. And yeah, so there's different forms of mourning around the UK in the centres. In the Khoja centre, they have a different style of Matam called Saf Matam, whereas which is originated from Iranians, I'm sure. And yeah, so there's a lot of rituals that take place that you see around in Karbala and in Najaf, and they take part in those rituals back in the UK as well. And we're not short of several various rituals. In my Husseiniya, there's Matam. I occasionally go to the Pakistani Husseiniya, which on Ashura they have Zanjir Matam or HOTBIRD. I myself take part in Sina Zani Matam, so in the ritual of Sina Zani Matam with chest, but I see a lot of people participating in Zanjir Matam and HOTBIRD Matam. This is my first time in Najaf and Karbala. What opened my eyes coming to Najaf was the beginning of my walk. When you're walking and you see a lot of people from the UK that take the walk for granted, like myself, you walk and you'll complain about such and so thing, like a pain in your legs, and then you look to your right and you see disabled people walking with one leg, and you begin to appreciate a lot, because when you walk past the mokibs, you see a lot of the elders of the family inviting you in, giving you massages, a lot of respect, and you see the whole unity amongst Shia Islam. One brother doesn't know another, but he will massage his feet because for the sake of Ya Aba Abdullah. It's a lot of reward to take part in a few of the rituals, like providing or supplying and just giving to Zawar. So when I stopped at the Mawkib, the Pakistani Mawkib at 1086, I joined and took part in providing and giving out to some Zawar, and you see the level of appreciation that they have. And at nights when you need to take into or go into a mawkib to rest for a few hours, or you need to go into a mawkib to do your salah, you'll see how welcoming the community is, how welcoming the Iranians are, how welcoming the Iraqis are. They may not know any other people around, but they will be very welcoming for the sake of Abu Abdullah. Zawar for a few hours before I headed off, but serving Zawar, you see how much they love and how much they appreciate any little serving you give them. You serve some water, they appreciate it so much, and you try to do any little thing you can for the sake of Abu Abdullah. I hear a lot of stories about people when they do dua or recite Zyarah to Ashura for 40 days. But personally, my first experience of Karbala, when you finish the walk and you take that right and your eyes set at Hazrat Abbas's dome, that was, for me, that was the most beautiful experience. What I found is Karbala, Najaf is completely safe because the security is very high and they will ensure the Zawar safety. Now, on the news, the Western news or any other news, you'll hear Iraq is a very dangerous place, especially for people visiting Abu Abdullah. But you embark on the walk from Najaf to Karbala and you're very safe, because you're in the hands of Abu Abdullah, you're in the hands of Hazrat Abbas, you're walking towards Imam, you're walking towards Hazrat Abbas. They will ensure your safety. And you don't come across any danger. You will hear on news forums that this occurred or that occurred, but I personally didn't experience any danger at all. Before I came to Karbala, I had no idea how they would accommodate for so many millions of Zawar on Arba'een Day. And to that I thought it was impossible to accommodate for 20-odd million Zawar on Arba'een Day. But when you come and when you set eyes from the rooftops and you just see all the streets completely packed out with Zawar, and subhanAllah, it's amazing how much people do come for every Arba'een. I would just like to say that inshallah everyone gets the opportunity to come to Karbala and come to Najaf for, if not Arba'een, any other period of the year. But inshallah for people that haven't come, inshallah they can come soon. And inshallah for people that have, inshallah they can come every single year. I would say what pushed me to come to Karbala is, well, at first I went to Najaf and I went to Imam Ali, and you always had the thought of going to visit your Imam, and that pushed me to come to Karbala. And I had the perfect opportunity this year because I had a time period in my studies where I wasn't at college or wasn't at university, so I had a perfect opportunity that I couldn't ignore. And coming to visit Imam Hussein, coming to visit Hazrat Abbas, coming to visit Imam Ali, a lot of people die for this. And what I found in Saddam's time, hearing stories about people giving their arms and giving their legs in order to giving their children in order to come and visit Abu Abdullah. And so I thought it necessary for me to come and visit Abu Abdullah. So as you can see, I'm in the holy city of Karbala, Hazrat Abbas behind me, Imam Hussein on to the right. Inshallah, I will keep you all in my prayers, inshallah. On the Arba'een walk, you see the immense level of unity amongst Shia Muslims, because you see flags of countries, for example, Sweden, Switzerland, Iran, Tanzania, all over the world. You see different groups in their own type of julus, walking towards with their recitations of Latmi'a, of Matam, of even Majalis, English groups as well. You see a lot of groups from a lot of countries that walk towards Karbala, and it's amazing how you see everyone there from different countries, and the message of Abu Abdullah in a lot of countries, alhamdulillah. On the walk I saw several flags, even from Africa, from Europe, all Shia Muslims embarking on the walk towards Aba Abdullah, which you find is amazing.